I'm carrying this as a unfinished agenda that I have not been able to do justice with my parents because they left us slightly early. I could have got more time to spend with them. I could have looked after them better. But I can only pray wherever they are.
ये कहानियाँ किसी स्क्रिप्ट राइटर ने नहीं लिखी हैं। ये असली जिंदगियों के वो पन्ने हैं जो वक्त के साथ कहीं छुप गए हैं। ये सीरीज एक सफ़र है पुरानी यादों, नए नज़रियों और जीने के असली जज्बे का। हमारे पहले एपिसोड में हम मिलेंगे ब्रिगेडियर मुकेश बंसल से, एक ऐसे इंसान जो सैक्रिफाइस, ड्यूटी और रेजिलियंस के जीते जागते एग्जाम्पल हैं। उनकी कहानी उनके बचपन के दिनों से लेकर उनके इंडियन आर्मी के डिसिप्लिन तक, उनके पर्सनल स्ट्रगल से लेकर उनके सर्विस की खुशियों तक सब कुछ समेटती है। आइए, मैं ईशान गुप्ता लेकर चलता हूँ आपको उनके ज़माने में, ना हमारे ज़माने में।
Today, Ishan, is a very, very special day for me. Firstly, let me thank you for getting me to this studio on a very special day. And if I may share with you, today is the eve where I'm transiting from a normal citizen to a senior citizen.
That's true.
I'm completing my 60 years tomorrow morning.
That's true.
So I'm getting a very, very different feeling today.
60 साल में आपने कितनी चीज़ें देखी हैं, कितनी अलग अलग कहानियाँ खुद की आपकी हुई हैं. How is it to be at where you are today, where you have seen a childhood with so many things happen? You've seen your children growing up. Your children are now at a marriageable age. How do you look at yourself in third perspective?
Firstly, let me tell you, the life has been quite exciting and very interesting too. When I look back, we hail from a place from Haryana,
Okay.
belonging to a middle class family, born in the village environment, then moved to Dehradun, and I've gone through my schooling in Dehradun, which has given me an absolutely different platform and a good start, if I may say so. And thereafter, my entire schooling and my college I've done in Dehradun.
You were born in Haryana?
Yeah,
Where in Haryana were you born in?
Sonipat.
अच्छा.
That is what my parental place is.
तो सोनीपत में कितने साल थे आप?
No, I was there only for one year and a half.
Got it. And after that you right
I was
after
moved along with my eldest brother to Dehradun. And
Got
that
it.
is where my childhood has
Got it.
been.
You come from a very very big family. You're an entire collective of 9 brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Correct? कैसे आपने मतलब कैसे joint family में समय बिताया? You were the youngest in the entire family. How was it to really live in a family that was so big and elaborate and at the same time living together?
Yeah, Ishan, it is very hard to believe in today's environment. But when I look back, I feel that was the best of the time we have spent together. And as you said, I being the youngest in the family, so most of the volatility or ups and downs I have seen, all senior brothers, sisters getting married, and then another member joining in the family. So there was a time when 17 of us were staying in a small apartment as a joint family. So that was the most exciting period what I've experienced in my life. Joint kitchen, 17 people dining in the same house, food cooked in the same kitchen by own ladies. There was no concept of the maid and the house support that time.
So what was your father's profession? What did he do in life?
My father was a farmer and he was running his own business in a place called Sambhalka
Okay.
and managing the land in the village. My eldest brother, who happened to join the services, he did his engineering from Delhi and then picked up a job in Dehradun. When he was in Dehradun, he decided that he will shift the entire family to Dehradun.
Oh,
And I
okay.
was the first one that he took me along,
Okay.
and I was staying with him.
So when you were staying with him, बाकी के भाई कहाँ थे?
They were still in the village. They
Oh.
moved after another 1.5 years.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
So you were the guinea pig
Yeah.
that was taken, and obviously
No,
once
he was very fond of me, so he decided that I should join him.
so he was so attached to you.
Yeah. He's quite senior to me.
Okay. And I believe once you moved to Dehradun, you were there for like the longest time. How many years were you in Dehradun?
No, I moved way back in 66, 67,
Okay.
and thereafter I joined academy during 88 in Dehradun only.
Got it.
So I was throughout I was in Dehradun.
हम आपके पिताजी के बारे में बात कर रहे थे, करेक्ट?
जी.
आपके पिताजी गांव से फिर देहरादून आए, भाई के साथ ही आए थे या वो पहले आ गए थे?
नहीं, बाद में आए.
अच्छा, बाद में आए, वो भी बाद में
बाकी
आए.
भाइयों के साथ आए.
अरे बाप रे.
या
ओके. एंड आपकी माता, आपकी जो माँ है, शी वाज अ होम मेकर, वो
She was a
घर संभालती
homemaker.
थी. और जितना आपने मुझे समझाया कि आपका बड़े भाई का आपकी तरफ काफ़ी लगाव था, राइट? बट मॉम और डैड में, जैसे हम मॉम और डैड कहते हैं, माँ या पापा में, आपका लगाव ज़्यादा किसकी तरफ था?
my mother.
ओके. वो तो होता ही है अपने बेटा और अपने, और
And being the youngest, I always used to get that special treatment.
ओके.
बोलते हैं ना, सात खून माफ.
करेक्ट.
So I had all that liberty to do whatever I thought was right.
इंटरेस्टिंग.
Yeah.
और ऑब्वियसली प्यार तो सब भाइयों और बहनों में होता है, माँ बाप और बच्चों में होता है, पर सबसे ज़्यादा डर किससे लगता था आपको? खौफ किसका था फैमिली में?
My eldest brother.
क्यों?
Actually, he being from services, he picked up those habits where he used to follow a regime, and he was very particular about disciplined life. He's the person who has been my mentor, and he has taught us all this discipline, how to maintain yourself, how to conduct yourself, and he ensured that we go to best of the schools,
ओके.
and slowly he became my role model.
ओके. यू डिड से कि आप देहरादून में आपका बचपन निकला है. स्कूल लाइफ कैसी थी आपकी?
School life was very exciting because most of the time we have spent during school time for the sports.
ओके.
So we have been actively participating in almost all the sports. The aspiration level from the family was that you should ensure that you come first. Means you have to score 60% and above. That was the benchmark given. So your aim was to get 61%, the rest of the time you spent for the sports.
तो पास तो हो रहे थे, 61% हमेशा.
That I
मिल रहा
ensured. But simultaneously, the best part, why the school memory still goes with me, that I picked up an event, if I may share with you, as a cycling, which became my passion. And 7 years I've spent and made a record which is still on today. 40 years nobody could. So that was the passion or junoon which pull us on that bloody track to do cycling. And if I may share with you, we were scared of our dad. He used to get up 5:36 in the morning. I used to go for my cycling and come back before he used to get up,
था. अच्छा.
so that he don't come to know.
ऐसा क्यों छुप के क्यों कर रहे थे?
Because they used to say that you are spending so much of time in sports and when will you study?
ओके.
That time the concern was कि पढ़ाई ही काम आएगी. But इतना जुनून हो गया था साइकिलिंग का कि दैट उस समय लगता था कि रात को 3 बजे उठ के चले जाते थे और 5 बजे से पहले अंदर आ जाते थे. To do that practice, build up that stamina, because annual event, annual sports, the single event which used to be the focus of the masses was cycling, where
Got it.
majority of the students from other schools also used to come, and that is where you became popular and picked up that popularity. That yes, you know Mukesh Bansal, so they used to know that yellow bicycle is the guy who is Mukesh Bansal because he always comes first.
तो फर्स्ट आना आपकी फितरत में था हमेशा
Yeah.
से। पर मैंने ये भी सुना है, ऐसे उड़ती हुई खबर आई है कि ये जो आमिर खान की पिक्चर थी जो जीता वही सिकंदर, वो आपके किसी साइकिल रेस से इंस्पायर्ड थी। आपने ऐसा कुछ किया था किसी एक साइकिल रेस में जो आज तक लोग उसको कॉलेज में या स्कूल में उसकी बात करते हैं, ज़रा उस पर कुछ बात बताइए।
No, what happened is we were trying to go out of every possible thing to ensure that you come first.
ओके,
There's a very dear friend of mine who was with me.
नाम बता सकते हैं उनका?
I'll, for the purpose of confidentiality.
नो, आई वांट टू नो हिज नेम।
No, he is very close to my heart.
ओके
So his dad bought a cycle from London.
ओके
And my brother and his dad, they were very close friends. And they both used to be as a chief guest in the school.
गॉट इट।
So they were sitting in the front row and they got into the betting ki that today my son will come first and my brother says ki my son will come first.
माय ब्रदर विल कम फर्स्ट।
So he used to call me son.
अच्छा, हाँ।
In my school, his name was written as Mukesh Bansal, son of Sri DC Bansal.
वाओ।
So when the event started, and I was under tremendous pressure because mine was a very basic cycle,
करेक्ट।
and he bought 6 kgs of bike from London. So that fear of failure was on the mind ki that because of that high-tech bicycle, probably he will get an advantage, and I may not lose my position as a cyclist, as a champion of the year. So when the event started, in the last row, I don't know whether it was accidental or incidental, 2 cyclists crossed and I got toppled,
ओके
and one cycle also overcrossed on me. So I lost my orientation and only one last lap was left. So that is the time without realizing, I picked up my bike and I took off, and I didn't use my seat at all for that last 500 meters and managed to come in the first position.
भागते भागते।
And then I realized after finishing the race, I fainted. So that was the time when I made my record also. In spite of the fact that I lost 10-15 seconds during that reorientation, getting up and then picking up again.
So you
So-
literally picked up the cycle, ran with the cycle.
Ran with the cycle and then got onto the bike and then took off. That was the level of. And after finishing the race, aim was to finish first. Because my brother was also, and everybody was watching, so there was a pressure which was getting built up. And they lost hope ki now since I had a fall, got injury also, but somehow I managed that. The moment I finished, then half the crowd rushed because I was lying on the ground, bicycle on top of me.
पर आपके भाई तो बेट जीत गए
No, that was my aim,
कि भाई का
not to
ना,
win the bicycle race.
but
that
at least
he
he
should
should win the
be,
bet. उनका सर नीचे नहीं होना चाहिए। उसके बाद क्या रिएक्शन था घर पे?
No, it was fantastic. That was my last event. I was passing out after that from the school. Then we went for inter-school. Then I represented state.
जैसे मैं अब खुद की अगर कभी बात करता हूँ तो मुझे कभी पढ़ाई का कभी शौक था नहीं, लेकिन ये था कि हाँ कभी अगर कुछ किसी को प्रूव करना है तो मैं पढ़ लेता था।
Yes.
मुझे ज़्यादा गेड़ी मारने में मुझे ज़्यादा मज़ा आता था कि आवारागर्दी कर लो, यहाँ घूम लो, दोस्तों के साथ घूम लो। आप अपने आप को कहाँ इस चीज़ में वे वर यू मोर ऑफ द स्टूडियस काइंड, या यू वर मोर ऑफ द वंस की नहीं लाइफ में कुछ करना है, या गेड़ी मारने में मज़ा आता था?
I think when I look back, तो I was also part of the same train की गेड़ी मारने में ही लाइफ निकल गई. I was very fond. Friends आ गए, उनके साथ जाना है. Spend time with them because there was nothing much to look forward for in a joint family. You can't talk to anybody. And I always felt that whenever I was in a group, I was the youngest. Meaning thereby that I always used to have friends who are senior to me. Whether playing, whether going out, spending time with them. So I've spent a lot of time with them.
गेड़ी तो मतलब आपने अभी बताया कि आप गेड़ी, आई थिंक कोई भी ऐसा बंदा होगा नहीं जिसको गेड़ी मारना पसंद
Yeah.
नहीं है। मैं भी अगर आज भी चाहूँ तो आई वुड बी मोर देन हैप्पी टू स्पेंड टाइम विद माय फ्रेंड्स, सिट टू देम ऑल इवनिंग एंड डू नथिंग।
Yes.
पर गेड़ी मारना तो सबको ही पसंद है। पर मैंने सुना आपकी एक और बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग एक साइड है आपका जो किसी को नहीं पता है कि आप चक्राता रोड के बहुत ही ज़्यादा फेमस लीची चोर थे। ये क्या स्टोरी है आपके लीची चुराने की?
Lychee. No, it is not lychee chore, but as I told you, Dehradun is a place which is known for fruits.
ओके
There are a lot of lychee orchards. In the month of June, July, the trees are full of lychees, and before they become totally red and ripe. So as I mentioned, we had a group, and I was the youngest in the group. So people used to exploit and use my innocence. So idea was during the summer season, lunchtime everybody used to sleep. And this gang used to be on the lookout where old people are staying, they're sleeping, to take that time slot and get inside the house, pluck the lychees and run away. So I being the youngest in the group, they used to use me. Ki we are standing, you go plug the thing and then we will take you. Nothing will happen.
कि भाई देख लेंगे,
Yeah.
मैं भाई खड़े हैं यहाँ पे, तुम अब करके आओ अपना।
So एक दो बार ऐसा हुआ कि I also got carried away. So they sent me inside because being the youngest and the smallest in size, so used to find a slot in the boundary wall and get inside or from the gate, an easy entry and easy exit. Because they never used to open the gate because if you make the sound, then somebody will likely to get up and they might catch you. So that is how you used to wear the T-shirt and tucked inside and it used to become a bag. So you plug it and put it inside and then come out of the house. So that is how they used to, and then go and sit in the park, finish off that lychee whether it is ripe or not, and then go back home.
आप जिस खुशी से अपने बचपन की बात कर रहे हैं, आपको लगता है आजकल के ज़माने में ऐसा बचपन, आप एक पिता भी हैं, आपको लगता है आजकल के ज़माने में बच्चे ऐसा बचपन जी पा रहे हैं?
I don't think.
क्या हो गया है
I
ऐसे?
don't think.
ऐसा क्या हो
The
गया हमें?
focus has shifted. That opportunities, if I may say, the children today feel that all those what we have done was the stupidity. Probably because of the social media evolution. They are more focused to the technology and the gadgets. That concept of going out, playing hard, doing all this activities, I think is reducing or rather diminishing.
पर आपको नहीं
Children
लगता
are
कि
not-
इसमें किसी हद तक पेरेंट्स की भी गलती है?
Parents, yes, I agree. Parent, if given a choice, should be strict enough to ensure that the children are pushed out to do some physical activities. When you go out, meet your friends, get into the activities of all this nature, then only your mind starts working and you get into all these nefarious activities which as a challenge teaches you a lot of things.
ज़रा सीरियस हो गया मामला। आई थिंक वापस आपके बचपन पे जाते हैं। जब आप 10th स्टैंडर्ड में या जब भी जो भी आपको याद है, पेट्रोल का दाम क्या था?
I have taken petrol. That time I picked up a scooter initially and then later a motorcycle Yamaha. I think the first time what I remember, the petrol was 3 rupees 50 paisa or something. What I remember, maybe something between 3 and 350 rupees.
पर तब इन्फ्लेशन भी काफ़ी कम था, तो 3 रुपए चुभता था?
Yes.
तो अभी जो 100 रुपए
I
हम
never
लोग
realized that we have ever told the guy to fill the tank. We used to always take one liter.
पैसे होते भी इतने नहीं थे
Yes.
ना? पर
Need based.
पॉकेट मनी मिलती थी आपको?
पॉकेट मनी मिलता था 20 रुपीज
महीने का, हफ्ते का, दिन का?
महीने का।
क्या करते थे उसका?
20 rupees that time used to be a big amount, and in case if you are going out somewhere you can spend some. Most of the things I remember was you pick up an ice cream and eat for yourself, pick up some, those vendors used to come, stand in the evening, play some bloody bell, so you come to know somebody has come, to 2 rupees, 1 rupee, 150. That is how you used to spend 20 rupees in a month. 5 odd rupees, 10 rupees you used to get because all three brothers were elder. So 20 rupees was one source. Whenever you got a chance, you will try and get another 10 rupees to make it 30 rupees. which used to give you a kick. This month you are comfortable and enjoying.
किक से मुझे याद आया, और ज़्यादा किक से मुझे एक सवाल आ रहा है, आपने अपनी पहली बियर कब पी है?
Ishan,
छुप छुप के?
as you mentioned,
हाँ,
though I also feel at times, since you know that we have been part of the joint family,
करेक्ट.
and we have seen our elder brothers staying in the same house under one roof along with the parents. Somehow it happened that we never got into this smoking and drinking habit for one simple reason, that you were always scared. Have a beer, you knew that you have to fall back home, which I feel that saved us from that early entry into this.
Got it.
Rather, it has taken to the stage that we never got a chance to get into the drinking unless I joined the force.
Got it.
First time I remember a
drinking.
drink which I had, I was traveling to Leh. Because of the less of oxygen, I developed some headache, where an officer in the transit camp offered me a small rum with the fresh lime. That's how I remember the first time. Otherwise, I've never tasted.
कभी इंटरेस्ट या शौक नहीं था आपको कभी?
Yeah.
गॉट इट. बचपन की बात होगी. स्पोर्ट्स में आपने बता दिया आप कैसे आज तक 40 साल से आपका रिकॉर्ड आज तक स्कूल में है. पर ये स्पोर्ट्स से आर्मी की तरफ आपका अट्रैक्शन कैसे हुआ?
Ishan, during our time, there were only two choices. One, you join your own business. We didn't have that opportunity that time. When we talk about the services, you had choices which were open to us was first, civil services. And the second, being in Dehradun, staying just opposite to the Indian Military Academy.
करेक्ट.
And the school was more of a like army school. Most of the kids in the past have joined the services. And as I mentioned that we were very particular about our sports event.
करेक्ट.
Every annual sports, chief guest used to be from army. The local superior commander used to be the chief guest. And whenever you used to come first in any of the events, you used to go and receive the prize from. So the gentleman used to come in a very fabulous uniform, totally tagged up, and the way he used to talk and give the formal speech. Actually, that is where I got motivated, and I decided, though I attempted for civil services, but in the heart of heart, me and my brother both wanted that I should join the
So it was your
Indian
choice.
Army.
It was your choice.
It was my choice. So I got three opportunities. First, I got through NDA, then I got through CDS, then OTA, but somehow my parents wanted me to do my graduation and post-graduation, which gives you a backup plan in case if you don't get through, at least you will be able to get some job.
But IMA कितना? I'm guessing
After
IMA.
doing my post-graduation, I joined as a technical graduate,
Got it.
but finally landed up in the IMA.
But IMA मैं जितना मैं जानता हूँ, it's not easy to get into the IMA, or it's not easy to be able to, you know, live through that entire experience of 1 year and get to the army. How was that entire experience?
Very difficult to comment and look back to refresh those memories. So today it looks very exciting, but it was a reasonably difficult time.
क्या ऐसा क्या क्या करना पड़ा था उस एक साल में?
It's an absolutely different lifestyle. I
I-
could never imagine. It is just opposite to my house. I never knew what is happening inside. You could only see the gentlemen cadets on the Dehradun road, smartly turned out and smartly dressed up. They'll come and visit few cafeterias and then go back in the evening, which can excite anybody, not only me.
True.
When I joined, I thought probably I'll be able to take those sports events further. Well, everybody talks that army looks for the physical fitness and they give you a lot of opportunities. You can do horse riding, you can do swimming, you can do anything you can think of. But when you got inside for that 1 year training, then you realized कि the going was quite difficult, especially for people like us who are going after college life.
Correct.
And after seeing a different way of life. My college life was slightly different to other normal,
So was it a lot of physical?
lot of physical.
Okay.
They have to change a civilized mindset to a army mindset.
Correct.
which is a difficult
So that
call.
was the biggest challenge for you.
Biggest challenge. And they have their own ways and means as a training curriculum which starts at 4 o'clock in the morning and goes till 12 o'clock in the night.
Interesting.
No time to think, it is only act.
Can you recall the day when you passed out from the IMA and you were finally an army officer? How was the feeling?
14 June 89.
कैसी थी वो feeling जब आप IMA से pass out किए?
I think being a local from Dehradun, besides me, I think half the clan was excited. Normally you get 2 passes for the passing out parade. Your parents can attend. If I recollect, there were almost 18 of them from my family who attended the passing out parade.
Are you
That was the
serious?
level of excitement that somebody has become a commissioned officer who wanted to be. So it was quite, memorable day for not only me, for the entire family, which I can't forget.
बात में actually, because you mentioned the specific number again, don't you miss living in a joint family?
Yes, you miss the living experience of a joint family always. You will always miss because you become so dependent. The lifestyle totally becomes absolutely smooth. Nobody comes to know how things are moving. Your dependency on one person is no more there. But now as the society is changing, I think it is practically not possible today to get into that environment again. As you know that the joint family has broken up and got into the nuclear family.
Correct.
And now the nuclear family is further breaking up and getting into the sub-nuclear family. It is not that husband, wife and children are staying together. Husband is posted somewhere else, the lady is working and doing somewhere else, staying somewhere to reduce the commuting. Both the kids are independent, one is in Bangalore, one is somewhere else. So this is how the life has taken a turn.
Given a choice, would you want to go back to that?
Given a choice, yes. I used to feel very, very comfortable. It is something like you were staying under the umbrella where everything was assured. Today you have to manage everything to ensure that your child gets the food at the right time so that he can go and attend the office. And when he comes back, then again you have to ensure that everything is in place so that he shouldn't be left out. Whereas when we were in the joint family, one never realized how things moved and how you were brought up in the... I personally, I am pro joint family system. I enjoy it.
Okay. When you coming back to when you joined the army, were you married by then, or you
No.
got married much later?
No, I married in 93.
तो 5 साल आप बैचलर थे.
Yeah.
कैसा था लाइफ once you moved into the army, away from your joint family, living by yourself now? Obviously IMA ने आपको ट्रेनिंग दे दिया था, IMA ने आपको एक रियलिटी चेक दे दिया था, but now that you were living by yourself for the next 5 years, how different were those 5 years compared to the past?
Initial phase was a bit difficult, I should say, because whatever you may say, IMA has conditioned us mentally. But as we were trained to stay in a joint family, so dependency was more on the family members for everything. You were cajoled like that. But once you get out of the comfort zone after your IMA training, I think you used to feel that homesickness. But the schedule was so tight and so busy, you never get that chance again that you're alone and you're not occupied. So somehow 4 years and you're moving after every 1 year initially. From IMA I was posted to Ranchi, first unit,
So your first posting was in Ranchi.
Ranchi. After 6 months they sent me to MCT Mau for a course, young officers course. We studied and played for 6 months. After that they posted me to Leh. And from Leh again got posted for my post-graduation to MCT Mau, a training establishment. And after my PG, then they posted me to Jabalpur where we got married. So first 4 years you never realized how you spent those 4 years.
करेक्ट. आपने 4 सालों में आपने मुझे बताया कि आप 4-5 शहर 4 शहर शिफ्ट किए
Yeah.
हो। और तब आप लेफ्टिनेंट थे, करेक्ट?
Yeah.
लेफ्टिनेंट से ब्रिगेडियर बनने का जो जो ड्यूरेशन था कितने सालों का था?
Almost 30 years.
इन 30 सालों में आपने कितने घर बदले?
30 years I must have shifted more than 17 stations and must have shifted 30 houses.
आपके मन में घर का मतलब क्या है? अगर आपने 17 घर बदले हैं, व्हाट इज द आपके आपके जहन में घर का मतलब क्या है?
घर का मतलब है you land up at a station, within 1 week opened up your stuff and you forget that whether you are in new station or the old station. You come back to your own quiet corner and start feeling the same and start the life. It doesn't make a much difference to us whether you are in Delhi, whether you are in Dimapur or Jodhpur. Unless you are moving alone and the family is staying back.
अभी तो आप रिटायर हुए हैं।
Yeah,
Do you miss that life?
I miss that life.
You miss all the traveling, you miss all the
Yes.
repacking,
Yes.
reopening.
Army is a different way of life.
You're living the civilian life now. How different is it from the army life?
I'll not say different, there is no comparison. I can't compare the two lifestyles after having spent 30 years in army. I think it takes time to get adjusted to civil lifestyle. In spite of all efforts, I have spent 3 years in civil industry and living in the civil society now. You get a lot of respect. But that lifestyle which we used to enjoy during the armed forces, in spite of the fact that the schedule was too busy, hectic, difficult, but still you have adapted to a set of lifestyle, a discipline, timings, punctuality, uniforms, interaction, socialization. I think post-retirement, all these things you have to get away with. You can't follow those regimes.
You spoke about discipline, you spoke about how you all had so much work as well. ऐसा नहीं है कि बस आर्मी में डिसिप्लिन ही था, इतना काम भी था करने को। मैं खुद को देखता हूँ, मैं अपने आसपास के दोस्तों को देखता हूँ, मैं अपने जूनियर्स को भी देखता हूँ। हम लोग 10-10 घंटे काम करते हैं, 12-12 घंटे काम करते हैं, कभी कभार 18-18 घंटे भी काम करते हैं। और ऐसा भी है कि काम तो करते हैं लेकिन हम अपने परिवार वालों को टाइम नहीं दे पाते हैं। Are you sensing that as a father yourself these days?
Yes, I'm sensing. My son is a grown-up who's a technical graduate and he's working for the corporate world. He's working in... I think the lifestyle which the youngsters are spending, professionally they may be getting a lot of satisfaction, but as a personally I feel is not very good for a long lifestyle. There's no physical activity involved. The timings are absolutely awful. They don't know when they are winding up the day. They work, sleep, and then again work. But there's no work-life balance in my perception what this generation is, which is going to affect them at a later stage.
क्या आपको ऐसा लगता है कि हम ज़्यादा काम कर रहे हैं आपसे ज़्यादा, आपके जनरेशन से ज़्यादा? कहाँ है वो? Where is that vacuum? Or what do you think is where do you think we're going wrong?
Vacuum is, firstly, the priorities are not very clear. What you look forward in life. We used to always teach our youngsters that everybody should have a hobby, some interest in life. Why? Because they can take some time out to spend on those activities, on those hobbies, traveling, trekking, which used to give them a compulsory break, which used to give them a break from the monotonous lifestyle of the profession. And they used to feel slightly normalized, okay, this is my interest of work and I'm spending 2 hours. But today, one, that everybody is becoming more than required ambitious. everybody want to reach the top. In the bargain, the employer also tries to exploit.
गलत है एम्बिशियस होना.
Ambitious होना गलत नहीं है. You have to draw a line. That ambition profession should not take away your personal life. The moment you ensure that you're managing the show in a fashion that you're ensuring your health issues are addressed, you don't develop the problem because of your work culture. If you're sitting for 12 hours in the same posture, you're bound to have a backache or a. So this is what children are not realizing, to my mind. Though all the corporate houses are ensuring that they're providing all possible facilities in their office complexes, but I feel it is more of a gimmick. They're trying to lure it by giving all those facilities to ensure that you spend 20 hours in a day to give them the maximum output. But I feel that children should also be intelligent enough to understand what are the essential requirements which can put them. Besides your professional, your physical and mental state is also equally important. You have to keep yourself physically fit, which indirectly will give you a mental balance. Anybody who's involved in physical activities, I generally found that they carry less stress and less pressures. That is how we encourage children to go out for play and go out for activities. De-stress, it is a stress busters. Now, generation is only confined to the rooms. That is becoming a cause of whatever time they get, they are spending on the social medias, on your mobiles, Instagrams and net, which is further becoming a cause of concern.
आपको ऐसा लगता है कि हमारी जनरेशन आपके ज़माने से अगर कंपेयर करें तो और सेल्फिश हो गई है, या इंसान हमेशा से ही सेल्फिश था?
Selfish may not be the right word. Rather, they have become more of a materialistic, they are into a materialistic world. Every day they feel that they should get into the activity where they are benefited. If you want them to sit and gossip with you throughout the day, I don't think they are the right choice. They will never do it. They know what is good, what is bad for them. So, calling them a selfish may not be the right. For their interest, they will spend, the moment they know that this discussion is not going to give me any benefit or advantage, they will find ways and means to get out of it.
आपको पता है हमारे जनरेशन में सबसे बड़ी बीमारी क्या है? अकेलापन. Everyone, from whatever I have seen, even I feel a lot of times, loneliness is the most सबसे ज़्यादा डर लोनलीनेस का है. हम कितने भी दुनिया से कनेक्टेड हो गए हैं, ये जो लोनलीनेस है वो नहीं जा पाती है. क्या आपको भी वो लगता है कभी कभार?
Yes, at times you also get a feel. We get into the mode when you get a feel that there is something which you cannot share and you are under tremendous pressure. It may be pressure from the job, pressure from the personal life, from your family side or the children's side or society. And there are multiple reasons. As a human being, you don't have much control over them. But my perspective on this is the basic cause of this pressure and loneliness is unless children, again I'll repeat, get out of the house, go with their friends. The moment you start playing a game with your friends or go on an activity, let's say track, you will never find anybody feeling loneliness. When you're spending most of the time on the system, working for the employer, whatever time you get, you sleep. When you get up, you pick up your mobile and start chatting on the. So you are bound to get into that isolation and the loneliness. You don't want to chit chat with your parents. You don't want to chit chat only one single child concept. So there is nobody other than the parents at home. So we have to ensure that the children are brought up in the environment where they get enough chances, opportunity to interact with their friends. They should have 2, 3, 4 decent friends where you can share your, and when you should go out on a weekends, on monthly tours or something. some activity, once you start, then I don't think they should feel this. But yes, this is a problem.
आपको कभी अकेला फील नहीं होता?
I used to feel, especially when I was posted to the station and my family was not with me. Whenever I am alone and there are a lot of issues which are going on, you have to take some decisions which probably may have some implications. And as a company commander, as a CEO, you can't share with anybody. So you have to fight within yourself and then take a call. That is the time you feel that you are alone and lonely. I wish if somebody was there, I could have shared. With the hierarchy such that you can't share with your seniors, you can't share with your juniors. And that is what teaches you also. And that is during those circumstances, you come out with the solution, which becomes a sense of achievement that you could handle it well.
फेवरेट गाना कौन सा है आपका? जब अकेला फील करते हैं कौन सा गाना गाते हैं आप?
अभी तो ओल्ड टाइमर्स हो गए हैं गाने में तो।
हम भी बहुत ओल्ड टाइमर हैं। हम भी जगजीत सिंह सुनते हैं, हम भी, आप बिलीव नहीं करेंगे, मेरे सारे दोस्त हम सब बैठ के नुसरत फतेह अली खान, जगजीत सिंह, अमीन सयानी के रेडियो पे जो गीत आते थे हम सब बैठ के सुनते थे। अभी भी सुनते हैं।
वेरी नाइस।
अभी वो सारेगामा कारवां आता है तो उस पे हम लोग बैठ के सुनते हैं। आपका फेवरेट गीत कौन सा था? फेवरेट सॉन्ग कोई होगा आप?
मैं तो मतलब आई love music, listening to the music. Otherwise, there is no special or favorites. But sometimes I used to listen to the numbers played by Mukesh in Rajesh Khanna films. I'm fond of old movies and the old numbers.
कौन सा गाना?
I used to play the number initially during school days की जिस गली में तेरा घर ना हो, those numbers.
जरा सुनाइएगा।
तेरी गलियों में न रखेंगे कदम. Those old numbers. Nowadays nobody listens to them.
ये बस जरा सुना के दिखाइए।
Nowadays too old to sing up bloody now. I don't sing.
मैंने एक बार आपके साथ बैठा था, आपने एक बहुत, मैं आज तक उस गाने को याद रखता हूँ, जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए।
जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए।
उसका एक लाइन सुना दीजिए।
जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा, हम जान। I really can't.
बात साथ की है यहाँ पे, जहाँ पे वो साथ मुझे दूर होता हुआ दिख रहा है, जहाँ पे मैं देख रहा हूँ कि रिश्ते तो हैं, कनेक्शंस हैं, फॉलोअर्स हैं आज के दिन में, पर एक साथी या साथ कम होता जा रहा है। आप जब अपने जीवन साथी से मिले, ऑब्वियसली आप लोगों ने, मुझे पता नहीं आपकी लव मैरिज हुई है, अरेंज मैरिज हुई है, पर इतने सालों में आपने वो साथ कैसे निभाया है?
I met my wife in 93 and I think it was 2 days affair. Everything got settled and they were from a known family, first cousin of my eldest bhabi. So the family was known, the girl was nice. So the decision was taken at the family level. But I think to sum it up, I've been very, very fortunate. And I couldn't have asked anything better than what I got. She's been always at the back end as a wholehearted support during all difficult times. Otherwise, it's a difficult decision for a lady to get married to a army officer, especially from a civilian background. That apprehension is always there. There's a risk element involved. But the way she conducted herself throughout the journey, I think whatever I am today is because of her.
कलेश होते हैं आपके? कलेश होते हैं?
Not really.
होते भी हैं तो उनको कैसे?
No, but there may be a difference of opinion. Difference of opinion because she follows a particular lifestyle. I at times violate some norms which probably she becomes disturbed. That is why she just point you out ki that. No, I don't think she is not the person who will. She is very, very understanding, and I understand the moment I feel that she is uncomfortable, then I follow them.
मैं एक्चुअली आपसे ये बात इसलिए कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि हमारे जनरेशन में, हमारे ज़माने में हो ये रहा है कि प्यार होता है, मोहब्बत होती है, रिलेशनशिप्स होते हैं, शादी के पहले ही हो जाते हैं, विच इज़ नॉट रॉन्ग. यू आर ऑब्वियसली डेटिंग, यू आर हैविंग सिचुएशनशिप्स, आई एम नॉट श्योर आपको पता होगा कि नहीं. यू हैविंग लिव इन रिलेशनशिप्स बिफोर मैरिज. गलत नहीं है, मेरे हिसाब से गलत नहीं है, पर ये भी हो रहा है कि द अमाउंट ऑफ डिवोर्सेस दैट आर हैपनिंग, द अमाउंट ऑफ रिलेशनशिप्स दैट आर नॉट वर्किंग आउट, आपके ज़माने में और हमारे ज़माने में अगर हम कंपेयर करें तो बहुत फ़र्क है. ऐसा क्यों है?
Process itself has changed. As you asked me, that during our times, focus used to be on families, background of two families, the acquaintance with the families. If you know somebody for last 30, 40, 20 years, so the chances of going wrong is minimal. And that is how people used to spend more time on research that so-and-so family, their daughter is there. So you know what are the tradition, customs of that family, what kind of environment is there, from what environment the daughter is coming, and what environment will you be able to provide her. Similarly for the son's marriage. I think that was a very, very time-tested concept which was being followed by the elders. Now, as you said, everybody wants to test for months, dating for years. I don't know what is the concept and how they are going about it. The two thoughts. One, that you have spent enough time to understand each other, agreed. During our times, there was no time that you have seen. You just meet once, ask two questions, and then it used to be it was more of a blind. It works out well, if it doesn't work out, just too bad.
हम लोग बात कलेश की कर रहे थे as to how things have changed over the years and how relationships have changed over the years. पर कलेश से बात मार पिटाई की आती है. आपने कभी किसी की मार पिटाई की है?
मार पिटाई yes करी है. As I mentioned, it has happened twice.
अच्छा?
Once in civil, when I was in Dehradun, we had a tussle with one of our owners, landlords. They were behaving slightly nasty with my brother when I caught hold of him and had him on the mat. And second incidents, again because of my past characteristics and upbringing in that college environment. After joining army also it happened once. I tried that with one of my troop who was not behaving well in Leh. But after incidents I realized that it was not required.
वो तो हर इंसिडेंट के बाद मार पिटाई के बाद होते हैं, बट आप
it
पिटे
happens.
उसमें?
In civil it is acceptable now. In armed forces probably it is not taken as a very.
तो आप जो दो बार आपने बोल रहे मार पिटाई की है, आप भी पिटे उसमें?
Not during that time, but I was caught alone.
क्या हुआ
So
था?
since everybody was in that college era, the people don't take it very lightly. The moment you thrash up somebody, so they also look for an opportunity. So I was coming alone once on a motorbike. So they caught me en route, 13, 14 of them. So they also took their share and growled me. So I was thrashed by all of them. But by that time it was going on, so my 2-3 groups were there. The moment they saw, thereafter that all 3 of them were picked up and then we taught them a lesson.
गैंग वॉर.
But after that they never came back again.
दोनों पार्टीज की अच्छी पिटाई हुई है.
Accepted but it happened.
Across your entire experience, which station which you felt was the most challenging, where you had to probably fight yourself, or fight a lot of challenges?
Challenging was after my higher defense management course at Secunderabad. I was posted to Udhampur, where I was in charge of the entire administration and medical logistics. As you know, Udhampur is a headquarter of Northern Command. And in percentage share, if I say it is 1/4 of the Indian Army is deployed
Posted
there. The most challenging areas come under Udhampur, to start from Jammu till Srinagar till Leh and Glacier. So that appointment was quite challenging. Every day your job was to get the reports, how many casualties, how many. So you have to be always on call. The job demanded 24 hours involvement. And I was alone there. I went alone because family was in Chandigarh because of my children's education. So that is the time, in spite of all my efforts, I probably came under tremendous pressure to meet the ends. And as I was mentioning about the current generation, we forgot the lifestyle, there was no activity per se, because the job requirement was quite heavy. And my immediate boss was off and on, he was not posted there. So I was handling both the appointments.
Oh, okay.
So I found quite a bit of pressure that time. And if I may share with you, after sustaining that pressure for almost 2 years, 1 month before leaving the station, rather I suffered a stroke. Because of that high pressure, I never realized, but there was no timing, there was no habits, the food timings were disturbed, your physical activity timings were disturbed, and most of the time you were confined to your office and the working and compiling the reports, and the reports were all casualty based, which used to further aggravate the stress level. Though I had all support from the top echelons, but somehow I never realized that I am missing out on essentials of life. Unless I was admitted and I suffered a stroke and I was evacuated to Delhi, where I was operated upon. So that was a bit of a phase which I had to undergo.
You spoke about the number of casualties you used to see every day at
Yeah.
Udhampur. कभी किसी की डेथ देखी है आपने?
बहुत ऑलमोस्ट एवरी डे.
जब पहली डेड बॉडी देखी होगी आपने, या पहली बार किसी को शहीद होते हुए देखा हो, what was that feeling like?
Initial first 2-3 casualties you feel a bit emotional. Somebody has lost their son, the brother, the husband. So it gives you a feel that it's a major loss to the family. And then you have to ensure that the body comes from the remotest area. It is taken care of medically. Then once you know that he is no more, then you have to arrange for the evacuation to their family station. The special aircraft used to be organized as per the norms and the policy. The army ensures that the last rites are done in the desired as the family desires. And everybody wants at least the body should be handed over to the family at their home station. So all that used to be quite a detailing and the task. And then the troops are handling physically, the bodies are wrapped up in a national flag and then sent to there. And when it becomes almost a daily affair, because the climatic conditions are also bad. So people used to feel that the troops deployed in Glacier, you never know, somebody is getting frostbite, somebody is getting into the avalanche, in spite of all efforts to rescue them. But because of the weather and the extreme climate conditions, vehicle topples down, all those things used to be, the troops coming from leave, en route they met with an accident. Somebody going home on a leave and drives a motorbike after 6 months without having any control. So he bashes into the vehicle and loses life. Whether he's at home or he's on duty, ultimately the casualty report is generated. So those kind of issues used to be there.
बट एक टाइम के बाद आपने बोला
It's then
it
we
became a
started
part of
making it part of the job. Then our focus was how to minimize the casualties. The main effort was how to minimize the casualties by deploying your medical resources, by ensuring that whatever is anticipated because of the change of weather, you take preventive actions, which we did, and we achieved quite a success in that. It was quite satisfying. But in the bargain, you have lost on the health issues.
You've seen so much of death around you. Do you fear death?
No.
Why?
No, it's a known fact that once you have come to this world, everybody will go back from the world. So death is one of the incidents. There's no reason to fear death.
But when you have a family, when you have a family to
You should be prepared. You have to equip your family, train your family to function in absentia. It can happen with anybody. So that is part of your training. You can't wait ki nothing will happen, and if it happens then you don't know what to do. That way army teaches you quite a lot.
Okay. How is the pay? Like, do you think you were paid well right from your
Yeah, I
the
started
time?
with 1700 rupees, 1725 to be very precise, in 88. And when I hanged my uniform, it was, I think, 2.5 lakh rupees, which is the best in the government sector.
So for a person who probably would be aspiring to become a army or armed forces soldier or a captain or at any point of time, is it a career that one should choose?
Given a choice, it is the only career I would like to join. If given a choice, I have to join again.
क्यों ऐसा?
It is not only the money part. I've been interacting with a lot of people, earning a lot of money. But as I mentioned, that there is no parallel. Money can't buy a lifestyle. And I think generation should look for the lifestyle. That makes you, differentiate you from the environment. I've never felt that I've not been able to achieve something just because of lack of funds or
Have you ever been close to war?
not physically, but during Kargil war, I was directly involved in the sourcing and the procurement to ensure that everything is reached on time. The entire procurement within India or abroad, it was ensured and it was delivered. More of a supply chain and the operational logistic part.
Do you miss not being at war?
Yes, I do miss that.
क्योंकि जितना मुझे पता है हर फौजी का एक सपना होता है कि अपने देश के लिए जंग में वहाँ पे खड़े
Yes.
रहें. कुछ कर सकते थे आप उस बारे में? Was it in your control?
But it is in nobody's control. It's just a chance that something has to happen. If it happens during your time, you're fortunate. If it doesn't happen, you miss the opportunity. That's all.
पता है मैंने एक बार I've had family who was in the army. I really used to love going for the Friday socials.
Yeah.
How much did you look forward to those Friday socials?
It is always better to join for the socials and interact with the different crowd. You interact with different age groups. You share your experiences and you learn a lot from them. And at the end of it, whatever you may say, any time spent as a party time is always welcome.
What is your style of partying? How do you like partying?
The moment you get more than 3 friends, it becomes a party.
Okay.
Like-minded people sharing like-minded thoughts and past experiences. Army officers or army crowd is very fond of getting into the discussion which pertains to only defense experiences, their individual experiences in their respective units. So that is how that you never realize when the time, whether at home or in the mess, and that's the best time you look forward for.
You know, you spoke about 3 दोस्त मिल जाते हैं तो पार्टी हो जाती है, पर मुझे बार बार वही क्वेश्चन आ रहा है दिमाग में कि फौजी और अल्कोहल गो हैंड इन हैंड. ऐसा क्या है कि मतलब why is there so much of attachment of, you know, a certain amount of alcohol and parties and forge together. मैं गलत भी हो
I'll-
सकता हूँ.
I'll tell you. This is just a mere perception in the civil society. The background to this is that army has been deployed at isolated places where troops, especially the lower ranks, they're staying alone. Generally, they prefer to stay alone. Officers, they decide, okay, 20% they bring their families because of some domestic issues, some compulsions. But the field areas, generally everybody stays alone. And you are staying alone, again you are becoming part of the isolation, and you have to getting prepared to fight the war. You fight or not, but mentally you are fighting every day. Your training is almost every day. Everybody is trained that today night may be the time when we go for the. But nobody knows when the attack will come, when the. So every Jawan is ready with their weapon and mental conditioning that he is going. So during that time, rather during British's time, it used to be that if you want to send somebody to fight a war, so you have to make him mentally in a comfort zone. So that is how this rum issue started. कि बंदा थोड़ा 2 rum issue कर दिया तो he knows and now he can take that decision, okay. Otherwise normal civilian को बोल दो आप weapon लेके war करने जाएगा ही नहीं ना. Then slowly it became a norm. कि when you go to the mess, how do you exchange note? How do you exchange part? How? The party starts with some common interest. But you will be surprised. What I am observed is, in last 30-35 years, I have never seen even single incidents where any officer, any lady or any Jawan getting out of losing control because everybody is having a drink, but in what do you call control and measured. I find that people are having 2 small drinks and spending 2 hours. They're nurturing their drink only to let the discussion carry forward. Vice versa, now for the last 3 years, in civil stream I find it is the different. People want to spend less time and consume more alcohol. That is what I feel personally is more harmful. You're drinking to get drunk. Whereas army style of drinking was a different, absolutely. And that's how everybody takes it as a pleasure. Okay. And that is how you open up, create a bridge between the senior hierarchy and the junior hierarchy.
So you enjoy the alcohol, you don't let the alcohol enjoy you.
Yes. Even the second lieutenant over a drink can interact with the army chief. When army chief comes and says, cheers, young man, so he gets that confidence. Otherwise, like father and son, you take years to reach to that stage ki when I'll be able to sit down with my dad and have a drink.
पता है ये जो आप बता रहे हो ना, इसी की वजह से मेरी लग गई थी. All my life I had imagined कि I will have a drink with my father and it will be a moment to remember. I actually remember one day I was in college. मैं घर गया वापस and I stepped out with my mom and my father and I was like, Dad offered me. He was calling something for himself and he like, तुम क्या पिएगा? And I was like, जो आप पी रहे हैं हम भी पिएंगे. I thought he will feel that बेटा अभी दोस्त हो गया है. And he like, ठीक है, अभी moment में बोल दिया है कि जो आप पी रहे तो पी लेंगे. And the moment the drink came,
Mom,
both the mother and father only kept giving me eyes. So this moment of pride of father and son जो आप बोलते हो कि having a drink together, मेरे साथ नहीं हुआ है ये.
अच्छा, okay.
I got eyes instead.
No, that is the difference. In uniformed, people are looking forward for that. And you're training a youngster also. That he is also waiting for that. Aim is that he should not bloody start breaking the norms much prior to what it is expected to be.
आपको किसी चीज़ का डर लगता है अभी?
Not really.
कोई ऐसी चीज़ है जो आपको हमेशा सताती रहती है? कोई ऐसी चीज़ है जो that's constantly troubling you? कोई ऐसी चीज़ है जो आपको एंग्जाइटी दे रही है?
Not really, except part of my health issues sometime. Since you have gone
ऐसा
through
भी
once,
कहते हैं, ऐसा भी कहते हैं ना कि हेल्थ इश्यूज आपके ख्यालों की वजह से होता है, हेल्थ इश्यूज आपके फीलिंग्स की वजह से इफेक्ट होता है. ऐसी कोई चीज़ है जो आपको सताती है?
not really.
Any trauma in your life that you...
Trauma, not trauma, I should say that the thing which is putting you under distress, the kind of jointmanship or a bonhomie which we used to enjoy within the family, slowly you are realizing or you are sensing that it is getting into compartments. That comfort zone which I used to get as part of the joint family. At times I get insecurity that you are left alone.
Does that
Probably
does that
because-
cause anxiety? Does that cause anxiety in any way?
Yeah, it causes. It
मतलब
causes.
क्या होता है एंजाइटी का? मैं आज तक समझ ही नहीं पाया हूँ.
No, anxiety means when you feel that you and me are staying together as a room partners. One fine day you decide to shift and then you leave me all alone, which I was not expected, mentally prepared. So in a joint family, probably at times you gotta feel that you have been cheated by somebody. This is,
तो एक
I'm opening up my,
तो ये एक घुटन होती है अंदर से. महसूस क्या होता है एंजाइटी में?
when you are 100% truthful to your system and somebody gives you just a sense, may not be 100% true, where you could sense ki that things, what the way in the direction they are going, probably there is some hidden agenda in that. So you got to feel as if ki the trust has been broken, or probably somebody is trying to cheat with you, is somehow not acceptable to me and my personality.
Have you been cheated in the past?
I can't say that I've been cheated, but I get a feel that I didn't get my dues what should have been given to me.
Okay. You're living the retired life now.
Yeah,
How good is it?
it is absolutely fine. I'm enjoying it, except that children are still getting settled. But otherwise, I'm looking forward to travel more than what we are able to do it now. Once my
Sukoon.
daughter gets
सुकून है?
not 100%.
क्या मिस आउट हो रहा है?
मिस आउट हो रहा है कि at times you feel when you see now a civil world that there were a lot of opportunities which we probably have missed and we could have done much better. So at times you sit down and start thinking, ki, is this the right time to start something fresh, to achieve that goal which is there in your mind. The unfinished agenda feeling is there, which still I'm deliberating. I might take a call.
I've heard your favorite show on television is Shark Tank.
Yeah. I wish if that program would have started during our times, it could have changed my professional profile. It's a very good platform which is giving a lot of insight to the young generation. And as you know, a lot of startups are mushrooming. At least children are coming out with their ideology and they know that there are a lot of people to support their cause. And a lot of people have started and doing very well. All these new startups becoming unicorn is primarily because of the awareness level and this kind of programs which the Indian government has started. And some of the new sharks which comes like Ritesh from Oyo or the guy from Zomato, Dipesh,
Dipinder, हाँ.
Dipender, and the gentleman from that In Shorts.
Hmm.
So these guys at the age of 30, what empire they have created is just realizing a single idea, which everybody in today's generation is moving with. It's only that they're not getting the right platform. So that energizes me today. Ki still there is, we are not so late. If required, we can start something new also. I'm still deliberating on that.
करना है कुछ.
Yeah.
बहुत बहुत कम सुनता हूँ मैं रिटायर्ड
No, retire, matlab, earlier people used to retire at 60,
करेक्ट
and 60 used to be considered as an old age.
करेक्ट
People used to say he's an old man.
करेक्ट I feel
Today we
older.
go
I
for-
feel older than you
today,
right now.
Today we feel that we go for a run in the morning if given a choice. Go pick up a cycle and go for 50 kilometers a bicycle. So it means my brother is 82. If somebody tells him he is old, that's the biggest offense he will take it. Today also he is working 12 hours a day. So the age is not a number where you feel that you are retired. And if you can contribute meaningfully till 70, 75, 80, what stops you? The moment you sit idle, I believe that you will end up in a problem. That is where the medical issues will crop in and then your health issues will. Don't give time for all these things.
आपके पास पहला मोबाइल फ़ोन कब आया?
If I remember correctly, I think 2000, early 2000 में 3, 4 probably.
और अभी आप पूरा दिन अपने मोबाइल पे कितना टाइम बिताते हैं?
You will be surprised. Rather, I was shocked when I saw the viewing time. It is almost, when I was working in civil industry, it was almost 7 hours. Before that, I used to feel that children are wasting the time. When I realized 7 hours, then I stopped interfering. But now I've reduced it to.
You are guilty of the same thing
Yeah,
yourself.
Now I've reduced it to 3 to 4 hours.
Okay.
But still, 3 to 4 hours is good enough time. It become a part of the schedule of the routine daily life.
Okay.
Everything is dependent on mobile.
आपको लगता है बातें कम हो रही हैं आजकल लोगों में?
Yeah. Even your children want to exchange notes on the chat rather than sitting on the table across the table talk face to face. That's the change which you are observing.
Why is it happening?
They find it more easy to interact and practical, sitting in the room and keeping the communication on. I don't find them talking much on the phone.
But doesn't it trouble you?
No, it doesn't trouble me, but that is the change which you have to accept. They say कि why waste energy in calling and talking so much when your purpose is achieved on a chat. So you have to accept that change.
Do you feel lucky that you were born in a generation very different from how it is now? Or do you, since you also
I
mentioned that...
feel lucky because I've seen both the transitions. I've seen when I was born or when I remember my early days, there was no communication, there was no mobile. Rather, when I joined force, there was no mobile. We used to wait for the letters. Letter used to take 7 days to reach Leh, and the further 3 days to reach to the further post. So 10 days the guy is waiting that letter will come, and then he will take time out in the evening to read that letter. One of my sisters, she still writes that handwritten letter on Rakhi. So I keep waiting because she's not comfortable on mobile or, and that old habits, when she sends a Rakhi, so she sends a note. So for me that note is most precious and I keep looking forward for. So this used to be the connect between the relationship, though it is primitive style, and then she used to wait for the money order. Today you do the UPI, which doesn't give you that feel, the personal touch. Where she used to wait and ask the postman, money order to nahi aaya. He says, ab aaj to nahi aaya, so then you used to feel what sentiments are going through. And the moment he says, haan sab aaya hai, then she rushes and just to collect that. So those things at times you miss. I feel that was a different way of interacting among siblings, brothers, sisters, parents, children, brothers. I think that was much more, emotional connect was much stronger.
पता है मैंने सुना है कि आपके ज़माने में चीज़ों की किल्लत ने आपको मारा था और हमारे ज़माने में हर चीज़ जो अबंडेंस में आजकल मिल रही है, आप खाने की चीज़ों से लेके कपड़े, ब्रांड्स, शोज़, मूवीज़ जितना भी देख लो, इतना ज़्यादा चॉइस आ गया, इतनी ज़्यादा अबंडेंस हो गई है कि हमारी जनरेशन वो समझ ही नहीं पा रही कि करना क्या है उस चीज़ से, और वी आर गेटिंग स्क्रूड इन दैट प्रोसेस.
Yes.
And in your generation, it was the entire opposite. You all didn't have the resources. You all didn't have those opportunities. You all didn't have those options. Have you seen both
But
these worlds?
yeah, I have seen, but what I perceive is, it is something like you're serving the old wine in the new bottle.
Okay.
I still remember my dad used to say कि बेटा आज गेहूं पिसवाना है, and I used to take that bag, put it on the bicycle, tie up with the carrier, and then take it to the nearest atta chakki. And it used to be 1 hour, 2 hour job. You have to go and stand in the queue, and the entire process you used to observe कि भाई हमारे वाला ही गेहूं डलेगा तो उसमें मिक्स नहीं होना चाहिए. तो दैट प्रोसेस टॉट यू लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. करा के खाना उसी का बनता था. ही यूज्ड टू गो एंड मिल्क द काउज, तो फ्रेश मिल्क फ्रॉम दी own orchard. So you have seen that your dad is doing everything on his own. The old man used to get everything on a bicycle, and then we were waiting to receive him and help him to. Today what is happening is that the life is becoming so fast. Everything is packed. Now today if you ask me, nobody takes rice, nobody takes गेहूं का आटा. Everybody is going back to that. Now the modified chakkis have come. Ultimately you have gone back. Ramdev is coming out with all homemade attas and homemade, calling it organic or whatever. The branding you can do whatever, but the life is taking you back to that chakki. Anybody having any problem, diabetes, hypertension, people say no, ये 5 आटा mix करके again go back to organic dal, again go back to without pesticides. We never heard any eatables and pesticide combination. Now today's generation, everything coming packed, 1 month old, food prepared, kept in the fridge. Rather they've made a ready to eat meal. It is, I think they're finding a more convenient way of living life. And in the gap that they don't have time. And they're eating that packed food which is having long life effects. That's why the people are losing life at 35, 40. All those were well aware of the issues and the environment. People were doing very well, keeping the physical fitness level also very high, but still because of these habits.
But given a choice, would you want to lead a life जहाँ पे आप अभी भी जाके गेहूं पिसवा रहे हो और अभी भी जाके
I would.
गाय
Most of the
से
people are going back. Most of the people, especially after retirement, they are opting out to move out from the metros and move to the villages or places near to the villages. That gives you peace of mind. Staying in metros, as it is itself, is a stressful experience. In the hustle bustle, I used to travel to my office. It used to take 1.5 hours. 3 hours you are driving only. So what does it make sense? Most of the people are getting into that farmhouse living. Earlier, the entire land, the village was available. Today, 500 yards, they call it a mini farmhouse. 1,000 square yards, they call it a farmhouse. It is a mindset that message is they want to go back to the roots and looking for peace, which they are not finding in the so-called metros and the urban living.
मैं recently कुछ पढ़ रहा था and you know what's the biggest issue that I am somewhere sensing personally as well, कि जब मैं घर पे होता हूँ ना, मुझे काम पे जाने का पूरा दिन जुनून रहता है कि मुझे काम पे जाना है, मुझे जुनून, you know, मेरा जुनून मुझे काम पे लेके जा रहा है. लेकिन जैसे ही मैं काम पे पहुँच जाता हूँ ना, अंदर एक सुकून नहीं है. और मैं आज तक उस सवाल का जवाब नहीं ढूंढ पाया हूँ.
No.
क्यों हो रहा है ऐसा?
What I feel is today's generation want to achieve too many things in the shortest possible time. When you are going to work, you feel that you want to achieve some standards, you want to reach at some stage, which you are taking time otherwise in normal course. When I go to office, I feel, yaar, how can I pick up this bloody assignment? How can I execute this project? How can I complete before time to get that sense of achievement? to get that kick. Yes, I've done something different. Unless it happens, you don't get that. So that sukoon will only come when thing moves faster than what you can perceive. In civil world, it doesn't happen.
तो जैसे आपने कहा वो चिट्ठी आने में एक सुकून था.
You're waiting 7 days.
You're
Today
waiting.
you can't wait for a call. One missed call, you become restless. ये टर्न नहीं हो रहा मेरा कॉल.
जैसे तो पूरा रीसेट ही करना पड़ेगा.
Impatient. It's a reset करना. That is why so many centers have come up. Detox. मतलब you have to find a center to detox from social media and from mobile telephony and from the things which used to be the change. They're the instrument of change. And now we are finding how to detox yourself from that. So it's an addiction now.
फिर आपको सबसे ज़्यादा सुकून किससे मिलता है?
Happiness, happy moments are only experienced in two fields. One, when you are playing, where your mind only works in one direction. And secondly, when you are spending quality time with your family and friends, of course. And
Do
I
you
think
miss-
this is true for everyone.
Do you miss your parents at any point of time?
Yes.
मतलब आज अगर आपको मौका मिले उनके साथ वापस बैठ के कुछ बातें करने का, ऐसी क्या बातें हैं जो आप उनके साथ करना चाहेंगे?
I'm carrying this as a unfinished agenda that I have not been able to do justice with my parents because they left us slightly early. I could have got more time to spend with them. I could have looked after them better. This is one thing which puts me under a lot of stress. But I can only pray wherever they are.
सबसे फॉन्ड मेमोरी आपने अपनी माँ के साथ जो बताई हो?
They were with us in most of the places. Wherever I could take them, I took them to Tejpur also. Tried to make them as comfortable as possible. But in the last stage, somehow I was not there.
क्या आपको डर है कि आपके बेटे और आपके बच्चे भी उतना आपको समय नहीं दे पा रहे हैं अभी?
Not really. Not really.
एक्सपेक्टेशन तो होंगे ना?
No, I don't think. But there are certain things which are beyond. You should expect only things which are practically possible.
पैसा ही हर चीज़ है.
Not paisa. Like when I was in Dimapur, I lost my father. So when I was in Tejpur, when I was in Dimapur, I lost my mother. In spite of all efforts, I couldn't reach. Everything was organized overnight. Special flight was organized. I took a flight from Guwahati. The vehicle was organized from Dimapur to Guwahati. Flight was organized. There was a vehicle waiting at Delhi airport. I was told that they have left for Haridwar. Then somebody was waiting there to take me directly to Haridwar to reach in time, but somehow it was almost 7 o'clock in the evening and they took a call. So it was the things beyond control situation, but the fact is that I missed. It's a job compulsions, I should say, but that is how thing moves. So similarly, I don't expect that when there's a need, your children are there. If they are there, you're very fortunate. If they are not able to make it, I don't think it makes much. We shouldn't make it as it put a lot of pressure and stress on the generation.
See, I'm not a father. I don't know how it is to be a father. I don't know how you feel to have a kid or a child. पर मुझे ये पता है कि there's a certain sorrow when there is parting involved. चाहे वो बेटा हो, बहन हो, माता पिता हो. How do you deal with that? Because that is something I've not been able to realize. मेरे खुद के जब दादाजी गए थे, even though I was very attached to him, मुझे महसूस ही नहीं हुआ कुछ. अब बिकॉज मैं जानता नहीं हूँ कि मेरे अंदर कोई फीलिंग्स नहीं है ऐसी, बट आई डोंट नो हाउ डज वन फील व्हेन देयर इज पार्टिंग इन्वॉल्व्ड, और हैव आई बिकम वेरी इम्यून टू ऑल ऑफ दिस?
Ishan, parting is, it depends how much you are attached to a person.
I was very attached.
This is what I'm saying. And it depends how much you are dependent on a person. In today's world, the person who's affected by you not being there is your immediate family. Your wife, who's the most affected because for her it's a devastating, and your children. Why? Because you're always on a call and you are in direct support to them. You don't let them get the feel that how things are moving. Other than that, it's only family and friends. There's a phase, okay, he was a good guy, and I think, as somebody has rightly brought out, after 10 days, everybody forgets because they've got second event to be lined up there. So your memory fades away in a week, maximum 2 weeks. And then people start quoting, yeah, he was a good guy, but it is beyond anybody's. It happened in a family. My sister's son, we lost him in COVID. The most brightest youngster, promising. But 1 week, 10 days, people have, when you sit, you start sharing those emotional connects. Yes, you feel bad as a parent losing a child. Children losing the parent, irrespective of the age. But it's a fact of life that you have to accept it and you have to move forward.
पता है, आपने जो बात बताई ना अभी, मेरे अंदर ये बहुत टाइम से ये बात अटकी हुई है कि मैं अपने माँ बाप से बहुत चीज़ें बात करना चाह रहा हूँ, और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मेरे आसपास के भी जो दोस्त हैं, मेरे पार्टनर हैं, जो भी हैं, अपने माँ बाप से बहुत बातें करना चाह रहे हैं, लेकिन वो इजहार नहीं कर पाते उसका.
I think that needs to be bridge. You can't keep thinking that करना चाह रहे हैं. No parent will ever say कि नहीं यार तुम हमसे क्यों बात कर रहे हो. I keep looking forward to get a slot to discuss with my son.
स्लॉट लेना पड़ता है.
And he's also scared, I think. I keep giving him the opportunity so that he should start sharing things with me. लोग कहते हैं ना कि जब when the child grows then he becomes your friend. I somehow don't get that feel at times.
How can we bridge our gap?
People say the proven fact is that the moment you become friends, automatically the parents have to come down to your level. You can't go to the parents' level. I hope you're getting what I'm saying.
No, I'm not.
Parents have to come down to your level. When I say is they have to be more adaptable to accept that Ishan is having a drink with me, rather than thinking it otherwise. That is he grown so old that he can afford to have a drink with me? And that is what.
क्या मतलब is it really that limited to that कि चलो आज अगर मैं अपने फादर के साथ एक बैठ के ड्रिंक ले पाऊँ, या अपनी मॉम के साथ बैठ के, you know,
when I say having a drink means that you have
comfortable with
bridged that gap where you can share anything and everything. When you talk to your dad, whatever is there in your mind, what could be the worst? He might slap you. You've done something drastically wrong, and you come and confide with your dad, Dad, this is what has happened. So what could be the worst reaction from him? He says, तुमने मेरा सर झुका दिया और सब नाम इतना ही होगा ना. The damage has been done. Now it is only that you are coming back and accepting the fact now कि I am looking forward for your support. How best you can support me.
तो आप लोग हमसे क्यों नहीं बात करते?
There is a apprehension that now there is a feeling of fear that the child should not take it as offense. If I ask him something, you don't know how he will react. how will you take it? As you said, कि all children are staying in isolation. You go close your door and stay inside the room. As a father, you keep waiting. यार कुछ पता नहीं क्या कर देगा ये. That lack of trust, that is there always, and not in your case or my case. It's always in all the parents are going through the same rut. The child psychology is the most difficult part in the parents' life. All parents, they're trying to do the best, yet the children are not satisfied or the parents are not happy. And if I keep interacting with young generation, they're not happy with their parents. एक तो हो गया ना कि बच्चा बदमाश है, वो कुछ सुनता नहीं है, तो वो तो अलग हो गया. बच्चा भी करना चाह रहा है, जैसे यू सेड यू वांट टू ब्रिज दैट गैप, यू वांट टू अप्रोच, बट यू आर नॉट फाइंडिंग अ स्लॉट. तो इट मीन्स it's a clear-cut case where there's a communication
Yes,
gap.
there is. That
And
is the problem.
the only way is to sit across the table to bridge that gap as soon as possible. If you really want to enjoy life. मैं अभी बोल रहा हूँ ना, now I'm feeling sentimental about it. I wish if I could have got more time with my parents. Time is now. Once you lose them, then you can keep thinking. बाद में ये लगता है कि नहीं यार, आई हैव नॉट डन माई जॉब वेल. अल्टीमेटली यू आर गोइंग टू लिव लॉन्गर, पेरेंट्स आर गोइंग टू लिव बिफोर, तो वी हैव गॉट मोर लाइफ टू रिपेंट. So might as well you bridge that and make them feel that you are part and parcel, and then you are taking. You can have different perspective. You can be on a different tangent routes. You have your way. You may be joining some other party. They may be having ideology of something. That is okay. But carrying that gap, putting each other in a discomfort position, none of them is achieving their aim. And that is where the maturity lies in the parent. They should take step forward.
Got it. कैसा लगा आपको आज बात करके उनसे?
Very nice. You reminded me of my old days and refreshed all the old memories. I don't know, but I really enjoy it, and it will keep me going also.
I'm actually very fortunate कि ये जो हमारी नई शुरुआत है हमारे ज़माने में, जो आपके ज़माने की कहानियाँ हैं, आपकी पूरी ज़िंदगी जो आपने बिताई है, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये कहानियाँ हमें जानना ज़रूरी है. ये अलग अलग जो एक्सपीरियंसेस आपने लाइफ में जिए हैं, आई रियली वांट टू डॉक्यूमेंट देम. आई वांट द वर्ल्ड टू नो दैट these are the real stories that we need to be knowing, we need to be hearing. और आपने जो आज कहानी हमारे साथ शेयर की, आपने अपनी लाइफ की जो सच्चाई है, अपनी लाइफ की जो you honestly put yourself in front of me, and that I'm really grateful that आपने ये टाइम मेरे साथ बताया. So thank you so much.
I'm glad, and the only way I can sum it up is in one liner that कोई लौटा दे मुझे मेरे बीते हुए दिन. I would be more than happier. I would like to go back to those days and get one more life spent in a similar fashion.